If you are over 50 and still waking up exhausted, dealing with stiff muscles, or feeling anxious for no clear reason, the problem may not be aging at all. A mineral that most older adults are seriously lacking could be quietly undermining your health right now, and you might not even know it. Today we are talking about magnesium glycinate and what happens inside your body when you take it consistently for 30 days. Most people assume that fatigue, poor sleep, muscle cramps, and feeling on edge are just normal parts of getting older. Your doctor might prescribe sleeping pills, muscle relaxants, or blood pressure medication, and you accept that this is simply life after 50. But research tells us something different. A significant majority of older adults are not getting adequate magnesium, a mineral involved in over 300 enzyme systems throughout your body. When levels run low, everything from your sleep quality and muscle function to your cardiovascular health and mood can suffer. This is not a disease. This is not inevitable aging. This is a deficiency, and it can be addressed. In this video, I will walk you through 6 remarkable changes that can occur when you supplement with magnesium glycinate for 30 days. We will cover deeper sleep, a calmer mind, relaxed muscles, more stable blood pressure, and why you may be deficient in the first place. And at the end, I will share critical information about safe dosages and how to maximize absorption, something many people overlook that could be reducing your results. Let us start with perhaps the most impactful change, one that affects how you feel every single morning. Your sleep is not just about how many hours you spend in bed. What really matters is the architecture of your sleep, the pattern and structure of the different stages you cycle through each night. You have light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, and each serves a different purpose. Deep sleep, sometimes called slow wave sleep, is when your body does its most important repair work. During this stage, your brain clears out metabolic waste, consolidates memories from the day, and releases growth hormone that repairs tissues throughout your body. Here is the problem. As we age, deep sleep becomes harder to achieve. Many people spend 7 or 8 hours in bed, yet wake up feeling like they barely slept at all. The issue is not the quantity of sleep, but the quality. Your body is not spending enough time in those restorative deep stages. Magnesium plays a crucial role in regulating sleep because it acts as a natural antagonist to something called the NMDA receptor, while also supporting GABA activity in your brain. Think of GABA as your brain's off switch. When GABA is working properly, your mind can quiet down, racing thoughts settle, and you drift into sleep naturally. Magnesium helps this switch work more effectively, but magnesium glycinate offers something extra. The glycine portion of this compound has been studied independently for its sleep benefits. Glycine helps lower your core body temperature, which is one of the most important biological signals telling your body it is time to transition into sleep mode. Research published in sleep science journals has shown that glycine supplementation increases time spent in deep sleep and reduces how long it takes to reach that restorative stage. A study in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences examined older adults struggling with insomnia who took magnesium supplements for 8 weeks. The researchers found significant improvements not just in how rested people felt, but in measurable biomarkers. Melatonin levels increased, cortisol levels decreased, and serum renin, a hormone involved in sleep regulation, also improved. What might you experience during 30 days of consistent supplementation? In the first week, many people notice falling asleep becomes easier. That frustrating experience of lying awake with your mind racing starts to fade. By week 2, sleeping through the night becomes more consistent. Those annoying wake-ups at 3 or 4 in the morning happen less frequently. By weeks 3 and 4, the qualitative change becomes obvious. You wake up actually feeling refreshed, with mental clarity and energy you may not have experienced in years. The key difference between magnesium glycinate and prescription sleep medications is important to understand. Sleeping pills essentially force your brain into an unconscious state, but they do not produce the same restorative sleep architecture. You often wake up groggy and foggy. Magnesium supports your body's natural sleep mechanisms, so you wake up clear-headed and ready for your day. For best results, take your magnesium glycinate about 60 to 90 minutes before your intended bedtime. A dose between 300 and 400 milligrams in the evening works well for sleep purposes based on the research. Consistency matters. So, taking it at the same time each night helps reinforce your body's natural circadian rhythm. Imagine waking up each morning genuinely refreshed, not needing 3 cups of coffee just to feel human, having the energy to stay active and engaged throughout your day, completely independent of sleep medications. I am curious about your experience. Do you often struggle with feeling anxious or find it hard to truly relax? Type number 1 if this happens frequently, number 2 if it happens sometimes, or number 3 if it rarely affects you. Your answer helps me understand our community better and create content that serves you. Better sleep is just the beginning. But there is another change that surprises many people, and it directly relates to feelings of anxiety and stress you might be experiencing every day. What researchers have discovered about magnesium glycinate and anxiety may be one of the most significant findings in nutritional science in recent years. A comprehensive review published in the journal Nutrients examined 18 separate clinical trials and concluded that magnesium supplementation showed meaningful positive effects on subjective anxiety, particularly in vulnerable populations. Even more notable, these effects were often observable within just a few weeks of starting supplementation, faster than many people expect from a nutritional approach. To understand why this works, you need to know a little about how your brain manages stress. Your brain has several systems that regulate anxiety, and magnesium influences all of them. First, magnesium modulates GABA receptors, the same receptors targeted by anti-anxiety medications, though in a gentler way. When these receptors function properly, overactive neural circuits quiet down. Second, magnesium helps block something called the NMDA receptor. When NMDA receptors are overstimulated, you experience that overwhelming feeling of mental noise, like your brain cannot slow down no matter how hard you try. Magnesium helps calm this activity. Third, and perhaps most importantly, magnesium helps regulate your HPA axis. This stands for hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, which is your body's central stress response system. When this system becomes overactive, you experience chronic stress and anxiety even when there is no actual threat present. Your body stays stuck in fight or flight mode, wearing you down over time. The glycine component of magnesium glycinate adds its own calming influence. Glycine itself is an inhibitory neurotransmitter, meaning it helps reduce neural excitability throughout your brain and nervous system. When you combine glycine with magnesium, you get a synergistic calming effect that neither provides alone. Research shows promise for magnesium supplementation in managing anxiety symptoms. Studies have found that people taking magnesium experienced meaningful reductions in subjective anxiety measures, often within the first few weeks. This is encouraging for anyone who wants natural support, without the side effects that often accompany pharmaceutical options. What many people experience during 30 days of consistent magnesium glycinate use is a gradual but noticeable shift in their baseline stress level. It is not that stressful, situations stop happening. Life still presents challenges, but your nervous system stops overreacting to them. That constant low-grade anxiety that has become so normal you barely notice it anymore begins to fade. Physical symptoms of stress, like a racing heart, tight chest, and shallow breathing, become less frequent and less intense. You find yourself responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively because your nervous system is not constantly on high alert. For optimal results with anxiety, consistency is essential. Your brain needs reliable magnesium levels to maintain the neurochemical balance that supports calm, stable mood. Many people find that splitting their dose between morning and evening provides steadier effects throughout the day. Pairing supplementation with stress management practices like deep breathing or regular exercise creates a synergistic effect where each approach enhances the other. You deserve to live these years with a peaceful mind, not controlled by anxiety, able to enjoy time with family and pursue your interests without unexplained tension pulling you back. Now you understand how magnesium affects your brain and sleep. But there is another impact you can feel directly in your body, especially if you have ever experienced nighttime leg cramps or muscle tension that seems to come from nowhere. If you have dealt with that annoying eye twitch that will not quit, or leg cramps that jolt you awake at 2 in the morning, or shoulders so tight they feel like concrete. You have felt what magnesium deficiency does to your muscles. Around week 2 of consistent magnesium glycinate supplementation, something remarkable begins happening in your muscle tissue. Magnesium serves as nature's calcium channel blocker, and understanding this function changes everything about how you view this mineral. Here is how it works. Your muscles contract when calcium floods into muscle cells. They relax when magnesium helps push that calcium back out. When you do not have enough magnesium, calcium keeps signaling your muscles to contract even when you want them to rest. This creates persistent tension and those painful cramps that seem to strike without warning. Research conducted at the University of Catania in Italy examined athletes who supplemented with magnesium and found significant reductions in muscle soreness, along with improved recovery times compared to those taking a placebo. The researchers noted that magnesium played a crucial role in reducing lactate accumulation, that burning sensation during intense activity, and in helping muscles return to their relaxed state more efficiently. What makes magnesium glycinate particularly effective for muscle relaxation is that both components contribute to calming the nervous system that controls your muscles. The glycine portion acts on specific receptors in your spinal cord and brainstem that inhibit motor neurons, essentially telling your muscles to dial down their activity. This creates a double mechanism of relaxation you simply do not get from other forms of magnesium. During your 30-day journey, you might notice first that random muscle twitches become less frequent. Then, the cramps that used to interrupt your sleep begin to fade. Finally, that chronic tension in your neck, shoulders, and back starts releasing in ways that no amount of stretching seemed to accomplish before. For optimal results, take your magnesium glycinate about 1 hour before bed, as this timing aligns with your body's natural relaxation cycle. If you exercise regularly, adding a dose about 30 minutes after your workout can significantly speed recovery. Imagine climbing stairs, playing with grandchildren, or simply relaxing without cramps or muscle pain interfering, moving freely on your own terms. If you are still watching and finding this information valuable, type the word "yes" below. This lets me know the content truly matters to you, and every comment motivates me to continue sharing evidence-based health information. Relaxed muscles are wonderful, but there is one type of muscle in your body more important than all the others: the smooth muscle surrounding your blood vessel walls. And this is where magnesium truly shines. Here is something your doctor might not have explained. Magnesium operates in your cardiovascular system in a way remarkably similar to a class of prescription blood pressure medications called calcium channel blockers. These are among the most commonly prescribed drugs for hypertension, and magnesium works through a similar mechanism naturally. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in a leading clinical nutrition journal reviewed 34 clinical trials involving over 2,000 participants. The researchers found that magnesium supplementation produced meaningful reductions in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, with average decreases of about 2 millimeters of mercury for systolic pressure and 1.8 for diastolic. While those numbers might sound modest, they translate to significant decreases in cardiovascular risk when maintained over time. Small, consistent improvements compound into major health benefits. The mechanism is elegantly simple. Your blood vessel walls are surrounded by smooth muscle. Just like the skeletal muscles we discussed, this smooth muscle relaxes when adequate magnesium is present. When vessel walls relax, the internal diameter of your blood vessels increases. Blood flows through with less resistance, and your heart does not have to work as hard to push blood throughout your body. Magnesium also helps regulate the hormones and enzymes that control blood vessel constriction, adding another layer of cardiovascular protection. The glycinate form offers particular advantages here because of its superior absorption and ability to reach tissues effectively. During 30 days of consistent supplementation, your cardiovascular system gradually adapts to having adequate magnesium available. Blood vessels that had been constricting more than necessary begin maintaining a healthier, more relaxed tone. Your heart rhythm may become more stable because magnesium plays a critical role in the electrical signals that keep your heart beating properly. Some people notice they feel less short of breath during physical activity, or that exercises which used to leave them winded become easier. To support these cardiovascular benefits, maintain consistent daily supplementation rather than taking magnesium sporadically. Your blood vessels and heart respond best to steady, reliable magnesium levels. Pairing your supplement with potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens can enhance the blood pressure benefits, since magnesium and potassium work together in maintaining healthy vascular function. One important note: if you are currently taking blood pressure medication, do not make any changes without consulting your doctor first. Magnesium can complement your treatment plan, but adjustments should always be supervised by your healthcare provider. Your heart beats over 100,000 times every day. Helping it work more efficiently means you can maintain your independence and stay active for many years to come. Now, you have seen what magnesium can do for sleep, mood, muscles, and cardiovascular health. But an important question remains: why are you deficient in the first place? The answer might be sitting in your medicine cabinet right now. Many common medications that older adults take regularly can deplete magnesium from your body. Understanding this connection explains why so many people over 50 are deficient even when they eat reasonably well. Diuretics, often prescribed for high blood pressure, are among the biggest culprits. Medications like furosemide and hydrochlorothiazide increase urination, which flushes magnesium out of your system daily. If you have been taking these medications for years, you have likely been losing magnesium the entire time. Proton pump inhibitors, commonly known as PPIs, are another major concern. Brand names like Nexium and Prevacid are frequently prescribed for acid reflux and stomach issues. Research has shown that using these medications for more than a year can cause significant magnesium depletion. The FDA has even issued warnings about this connection. Certain antibiotics, including doxycycline and ciprofloxacin, can form complexes with magnesium in your digestive tract. This binding prevents both the antibiotic and the magnesium from being properly absorbed, reducing the effectiveness of your medication while simultaneously depleting your mineral stores. Beyond medications, aging itself affects magnesium status. Your intestines become less efficient at absorbing magnesium, while your kidneys excrete more of it. This double challenge means older adults need to be especially mindful of their magnesium intake. This is not your fault. Most people are never warned about these medication interactions. But understanding why you are deficient empowers you to take action. If you are taking any of these medications, supplementing with magnesium becomes even more important. However, always discuss this with your doctor first, especially if you have kidney concerns. Knowing why deficiency happens lets you take control of the situation rather than accepting fatigue and discomfort as unavoidable parts of aging. Now you understand why deficiency occurs. The final question is how to supplement correctly and safely. This is where many people make mistakes that reduce their results. One reason magnesium glycinate has become so popular is that it does not cause the digestive problems associated with other forms. If you have ever tried magnesium oxide or citrate and experienced stomach cramps or urgent bathroom trips, you know exactly what I mean. Many people abandon magnesium supplementation entirely because of these unpleasant side effects. Magnesium glycinate sidesteps this problem because of its unique molecular structure. The magnesium is bound to glycine, an amino acid your body recognizes and handles easily. This chelated form is absorbed through amino acid transport pathways in your intestines, rather than pulling water into your colon the way other forms do. The result is efficient absorption without the laxative effect. The glycine component also supports digestive health directly by helping produce bile and stomach acid, both essential for breaking down food properly. Your gut lining actually uses glycine to maintain its integrity. After 30 days, many people report not just tolerating their supplement well, but noticing improvements in overall digestive comfort. However, more is not always better. According to the National Institutes of Health, the tolerable upper intake level for magnesium from supplements is 350 milligrams per day for adults. Exceeding this amount can cause diarrhea, nausea, and abdominal cramping, the exact opposite of what you want. Here are practical guidelines for optimal results. Start with a lower dose around 200 milligrams and gradually increase based on how your body responds. Consider splitting your dose between morning and evening to maintain steady levels throughout the day. Take your supplement with a meal containing healthy fats, as this improves absorption. Avoid taking magnesium at the same time as calcium supplements, dairy products, or carbonated beverages, as these can interfere with absorption. If you have kidney problems, this is especially important. Your kidneys are responsible for eliminating excess magnesium, and impaired kidney function can lead to dangerous accumulation. Always consult your doctor before starting any new supplement if you have kidney concerns. Supplementing correctly means receiving all the benefits without paying a price in discomfort. That is the smart approach to long-term health. As we have explored today, magnesium glycinate can bring remarkable changes across multiple body systems. From deeper and more restorative sleep to a calmer and more resilient mind, from relaxed muscles to more stable blood pressure, all from addressing a deficiency that affects the majority of older adults. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 6 benefits surprised you most? Leave a comment below and tell me which change you are most excited to experience. If this information could help someone you care about, please share this video with them. Hit the like button to help others find this knowledge, and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss our upcoming health content. I believe the choices you make today about nourishing your body will determine how independently and vibrantly you live in the years ahead. We have prepared additional videos on optimizing sleep naturally and supporting your health as you age. Check the links in the description below. As always, discuss any new supplement with your doctor before starting, especially if you take medications or have health concerns. Thank you for watching, and here is to your health.